Well, in this video, I'm just going to discuss, why do atheists care about your religion? If you're a theist, you may wonder, if they don't believe in God, why do they talk about God so much? Well, first off, the reason why is because we live in, a majority Christian country, okay? Atheists generally have people knocking on their doors. If you die today, are you sure heaven to be your home? And of course, they're going to start preaching to you, tell you you're going to burn in hell forever for not believing in their particular God, if they're Christian, Muslim, or whatever. You always have to hear that stuff. Atheists always being demonized. And then it seems like, put it this way. You can still pray in school. Prayer was never taken out of school. The teacher cannot enforce their particular religion on you. And some people don't seem to get that. In church and in schools, the reason why atheists fight so hard to keep religion out, and it benefits everybody, is so the teacher or the administrators cannot force their particular brand. Think about it now. You're a Christian. Let's say you're a Baptist. Do you really want, what do you call them? The speak in tongues? I can't think of their religion. I've been to their churches before when I was a Christian. But anyway, do you really want them in charge, having your kids speaking in tongues? How about how about a Muslim teacher? You want them to have your students praying to Allah? How about the administrators became Muslim? Sorry about I forgot the name of that. Pentecostals. Okay, they're Pentecostals. Sorry about that. Another reason why, we care so much is because really, especially if you've been I think it's more for the atheists that have never experienced religion. Because I've noticed that with them, when they hear about religion, it just seems so out there. For them it does. For those of us that were raised in religion, and then you leave it, you still kind of like, how can people believe this stuff? You look at the Bible. Here's the Bible. How can people even take this seriously? How do people do that? Because and you kind of feel bad for them, especially when you see children being brought up into this. That's another problem. And then you get your politicians. Politicians are liars. They're scumbags. They're liars. I don't care if they're atheists. I don't care if they're theists. They're scum. Every last one of them are scum. I don't care if it's Obama, Bush, Reagan. They're all garbage. Okay? But the problem is, though, they all almost all of them will use religion. I'm a Christian. You can't even get elected in this country unless you claim to be a Christian. And apparently, there's some places where you can actually be arrested for being an atheist. I was shocked to find that out, but you can actually check that out on yourself. I don't remember where I saw it at, okay? But it is apparently, I think in Texas or something, a military or court or whatever, I don't know. If you go to thebiblereloaded.com and watch one of the chick checks called Big Daddy, it's mentioned in there. What else? Obviously I don't completely write down everything. That's why, you may be like, man, this guy's an idiot. Well, yeah, I am an idiot. True. I'm an idiot with that degree in molecular biology, but I'm still an idiot. But either way, the other thing is morality. Everyone says, well, this is the source of morality. Without this, you can't be moral. Animals are moral. They have some morality. Sorry, but they do. If it wasn't for morality, we would all destroy ourselves. You can't just say, well, if it wasn't for God, people would go raping and murdering. This book okays rape, okay? Read it carefully. I've read this book dozens of times when I was a Christian. I've read it dozens of times since I've been an atheist. Trust me, it condones rape. If you find a woman, a virgin, and you lie on her, you have to pay her father 50 shekels of silver, and she gets to be your wife. And people have used that through the centuries to get themselves a wife. It condones slavery, beating your slaves. Well, Bible slavery wasn't the same. Sometimes, yeah, but sometimes it was just as bad as the slavery we had here with African Americans. And I hate to tell you this, but a lot of them, both sides used the Bible, but guess which side won? using the Bible. Because this tells you how to beat your slaves, how to, everything you can do with your slavery. So please, that moral argument does not work. You can also check, Matt Dillahunty talks about that morality, Bible morality. Also, you can check his book, some of his other videos. I think you would like his videos. Other reasons why we care? You can't walk down the street every time you see church. You see churches everywhere, which is fine. I don't care. I personally don't care. I enjoy listening to preaching. I actually still have my preaching CDs, and I listen to them all the time. I enjoy it. The problem is, when you're an atheist, sometimes it just seems like, wow, this stuff, Put it this way. Preachers are basically no different than a psychologist or any of those type of people that, those gurus that get self-help books. Basically, that's all they are. Okay, except for they're free. Well, until they tell you to tithe, but still, they're technically free. They give some good advice. But when they try to talk about science, that's another thing. That's the biggest thing. Religion always interferes with science and knowledge. Don't ever tell me that it does not. Because one of the things I was reading about, and I've read about it several times, for example, the Library of Alexandria, they had all of the best works of the known ancient world. They had books of the Bible that are no longer in this book because Christians burned it down. Because a lot of the science and history contradicted this book. And you can't have science because because science is evil. So they burned it out, and the woman Hypatia, they flayed her alive and killed her. Because how dare a woman be in charge? Because the Bible, man is in charge, not a woman. Read up about the Library of Alexandria. Read about what the Christians did there. And then you get the worst religion of them all, Islam. I don't even have to talk about them. You can turn on the news. Why some of you atheists defend Islam over Christianity is beyond me. I just don't get that. I know this video is probably going to upset some people. They're not going to like it, but that's fine. But it's not as bad as some people's videos, and I'm not the most knowledgeable person, obviously. But I know enough about this book to know you using this as a source of your morality, you're crazy. It'll get you thrown in jail. You'll be in prison if you use this as your source of morality. I don't know how you could even say, well, this is my source of morality, the only source of knowledge. It's historically and scientifically accurate. It's been proven. Please, show me the evidence that this has been proven. Please. And also you got to remember, the atheists were all different, I personally don't care about someone's religion. You believe whatever you want. If you want to tell me you're a Christian, I do not care. You can tell me. I'm not going to insult you. I'm not going to laugh at you. I'm not going to do none of that stuff because I don't believe in doing that. I don't believe in insulting people just because of their beliefs. Everyone has a right to their beliefs. Everybody. But do not tell me that, you're going to go to hell. You're going to find out. You know what I'm going to find out after I'm dead? Nothing, because I'll be dead. There is nothing. I know that's sad for some of you guys, and some of you guys can't handle it, but when you're dead, you're dead. It's done. That's it. And usually when people say, y'all just want to sin, y'all don't want to believe it, that's another thing we got to hear. Let me tell you something. What you're telling us, is that if you were somehow proven, it was somehow proven to you that there was not a God, that you would go out there and murder and rape and rob and do all these things. That's what you're telling me. That's what you're telling us. You're not saying anything else but that you would commit these crimes. Okay? Atheists do not believe in God. Now, you don't see many atheists doing these stupid things. Please don't give me this nonsense about Hitler being an atheist, because I've read his book, Mein Kampf. He is not an atheist. He is a Catholic. And he makes it pretty dang freaking clear, okay, that he's a Catholic. And Joseph Stalin, yeah, he was an atheist. But did he kill people in the name of atheism? No. Now, how many people killed in the name of Christianity and Islam? Well, I hope you like this video. Please like, subscribe. Please leave a comment. You can check out my other videos and check out the About Me section and any of that stuff. Thanks. And I do apologize if I offended anybody. I don't say how I did, because I know my comments, what I've said wasn't all that great. Thanks.